Hi, welcome back to my views and news. Important news story for you from the Oromia-Amhara border. Drone strikes have been conducted. Direct clash between Fano fighters and the fighters of the Oromo Liberation Army, fighting for the control of a strategic bridge, it seems, on Oromia-Amhara border. Where is Ethiopian military? Where is Oromia Regional Security Structure? Ola Fano, direct clash, it seems. Secondly, Gonder, near Gonder city, in the surroundings of Gonder city, near Maksaneth, some pamphlets have been distributed with a message for the government, message for the people or for the groups in cities around Gonder. Details for you in this video. Firstly, viewers, Oromia-Amhara border. Two drone strikes have been conducted by Ethiopian Air Force today in a border area. Around 48 hours ago, we received reports of clashes on Oromia-Amhara border. Both Oromo-Amhara sources are sharing conflicting information. Since yesterday, Amhara news sources have been claiming that Oromo Liberation Army fighters have carried out attacks against Amhara civilians in Dera. Dera is a woreda in North Shore zone of the Oromia region. These news outlets have been claiming that target of OLA's attacks is Amhara population. Houses of civilians are being set on fire by the OLA fighters. That is what we have been hearing since yesterday. Oromia region based sources, activists, they started reporting today. And they are claiming that Fano militia members have their training camps, their hideouts in Dera, and here military is conducting drone strikes on Oromo civilians. So what is situation on the ground? Who is fighting who? Who is being targeted by Ethiopian Air Force? Why sudden escalation on Oromia-Amhara border? Well, I have received details from the area which I want to share with you. Firstly, we know that Fano fighters have been trying to infiltrate the Oromia region. They have entered Horogodoro Valega, North Shore zone, East Shore zones of the Oromia region in the past 2 to 3 months. Several attacks by Fano fighters on Oromia territory. I have done several videos on that. Definitely, Fano fighters want to take the conflict from Amhara to Oromia. And they have the claims to Valaga, to Shoa. Maybe they want to annex these territories. They want the territory to be part of the Amhara region. Though it's not official position, but we know what Fano fighters are up to. That is what they want. They have the claims to Metakal, to Olkait, Valaga, North Shore, etc., where there is large Amhara population living. Now, Fano fighters have been trying to breach the security of Oromia region. OLA is in action now on Oromia-Amhara border. It seems to be a deliberate attempt by the military, by Ethiopian government, to pit OLA against Fano. Dangerous development, I would say. OLA has been denying presence in Dera, in North Shore zone of the Oromia, where several attacks have been carried out on Amhara civilians. uh, this year, last year. Ola denies attacks on civilians. Amhara news sources accuse Ola of having carried out attacks on Amhara people in Dera. What we have learnt is that Ola is conducting operations in Dera Woreda of the North Shore zone of Oromia region in different cabales. Close to Jama river, this operation is being conducted. Several cabales, Gimbi, Indako, Koru, Kafi, Banyu, and several others. All these cabales are close to Jama river. There is a bridge over the river which connects Amhara with Oromia. Drone strikes have been conducted close to the bridge. I've been trying to confirm from the ground about the exact location of the drone strikes. I could not confirm. I think maybe the bridge was targeted or groups on the ground were targeted close to the bridge. Question is which group? Ola or Fano fighters? Difficult to say because reporting about drone strikes is being done by Oromia activists. They are saying that Oromo civilians have died in these drone strikes in North Shore zone of the Oromia region. So, target was either Fano or Ola. Place of strikes close to Jama river bridge. Maybe government wants the two groups to fight and any group can be targeted in these airstrikes. Whether Fano fighters die or Ola fighters die, beneficiary is Ethiopian National Defense Force. Mirhabate, which is in North Shore zone of the Amhara region, shares border with Dera, which is in North Shore zone of the Oromia region. Fano fighters have significant military presence in Mirhabate. They carried out some attacks on police stations there, and they can obviously enter Oromia from there. Oromia forces deployed in these border areas, but these cabales close to the river, it's difficult to completely secure them. Fano from the Amhara region has been trying to organize local Amharas in Dera, close to Jama river. That is why now there is direct clash between Fano and Ola, military taking advantage of the position, hitting targets on the ground. Both sides saying their people died. Amhara say that Amhara civilians have been kidnapped, they have been killed by Fano fighters. Pro-Ola elements say that civilians died in this escalation, that Fano entered Amhara, that Fano is setting up training camps in these border areas. So we are seeing a direct clash on Oromia-Amhara border. Unknown number of people killed in the drone strikes. 2 drone strikes conducted by Ethiopian Air Force in North Shore zone of the Oromia region, right on border, Oromia-Amhara border near Jama river. Secondly, viewers, Gonder. In the vicinity of Gonder city, pamphlets have been distributed, messages have been sent by Fano fighters through these pamphlets. Near Maksanath, in Maksanath, around Maksanath, these pamphlets have been found with messages written on them. Strong message from Fano fighters through these pamphlets to the people. Those who are supporting the military, the government, they'll be fixed. Warning to traitors. Fano call them traitors. Warning to pro-government elements, firstly, written on these pamphlets. warning to traders that local traders are exploiting the situation, hiding their products, inflating prices, warning to them that they should not make lives miserable for people. Thirdly, warning to criminal elements, that criminal elements are operating in the name of Fano, and some elements are operating, carrying out criminal activities, looting properties, damaging properties, killing people, robbing people. Warning through these pamphlets to the criminal groups operating. They're trying to take advantage of unrest in the areas around Gonder. To these pamphlets, Fano fighters have sent a message to the people of Gonder, South Gonder, that they should stand with Fano fighters. Fano fighting for survival. Very strong message. In Maksanat, we know that there was heavy fighting with military and Fano fighters last week, and after that, military arrested local city police chief. Police chief and his staff members, around 15, were arrested by military. They're still in custody. They were accused of supporting Fano fighters, or they were accused of not wholeheartedly pursuing the strategy of eradicating Fano elements in Maksanat. That is why strong message sent by Fano fighters to pro-government elements, that if anyone spies on Fano for military, he would not be tolerated. Fano would take action. Gonder, we saw in Gonder that Fano fighters entered Gonder city a few days ago. They carried out attacks on 2 police stations. They released prisoners from there. And after that, at Azizo defense camp, hand grenades were thrown by Fano fighters. So Fano fighters have their presence. They have immense public support in and around Gonder city. Let's see. We are seeing inflation. We're seeing price hike. We're seeing that traders are trying to take advantage of the unrest in Amhara. Fano is now operating like a government. It wants businessmen to give money for the campaign of Fano's operations. It wants businessmen to ensure that prices don't increase. It wants to ensure that no Prosperity Party member, government official, actively supports the military operation against Fano fighters. So, they're trying to be the government in some parts of the Amhara region. Thanks for watching.